Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is outraged over the killing of a black woman in Sangamon County.
Sonia Massey was shot on July 6th by a sheriff's deputy who responded to her 911 call. Well, that deputy is now facing criminal charges.
Our Tia Ewing is in studio with a developing story. Tia.
Well, Scott and Sylvia, this story is making national headlines going beyond this state. This shooting is leading to several protests in southern Illinois. Court documents released today detail the incidents that happened on July 6th, saying that the deputy shot 36-year-old Sonia Massey, who you see here, in her face during a tense moment over a pot of water in her home. The deputy has been identified as Sean Grayson. Prosecutors say after he shot Massey, he discouraged another deputy from getting a medical kit from their vehicle. In a statement released this week, the Sangamon County State's attorney says a review of body camera video doesn't support the use of deadly force. Governor J.B. Pritzker says he is grateful that charges have now been filed.
We've seen too much of this, where an innocent person, unarmed, who actually called for assistance, was the target and the victim of a shooting by a police officer. And this is not, it does not reflect on all police officers. This particular sheriff's deputy committed a crime.
Massey's family has viewed the body camera footage of this shooting and have hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Massey's funeral is scheduled to happen tomorrow. Scott?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like, we got this woman, Sonia Massey, I believe, getting shot in the face, by this deputy, Sean Grayson. He's go into her house because she calls about an intruder, and he ends up shooting her in the face. It doesn't make any sense, and this shit just is sickening, I had to come on here and warn y'all I'm about to put the video up of them exchanging words before he actually does shoot her in the face, and takes her life. Murder in cold blood, and I just want to warn anybody that's watching this, you don't even have to go any further, watching this video, but if you want to see the exchange, go ahead and watch the ending of this video. But it is sickening, to watch somebody just get murdered in cold blood, with no chance to defend herself, no chance to do anything, And the way that it happened, she said she rebukes him in the name of Jesus. And he said, "You bet not, or I'll shoot you." Like, any Christian will feel some type of way about watching it because, I don't know if something rumbled up in you and you decided to be like, "Oh, I'll shoot you for trying to rebuke." It just blows your mind, and it makes you think that this is really a spiritual warfare that we're in, It's not just as cut and dry as you might think. You might just be looking at it and seeing two humans interacting and maybe have a miscommunication and a murder happens, and these things happen and people should be prosecuted under the law. And don't matter if you have a badge on, you're still doing criminal activity if it's criminal activity, regardless of you're a secret agent or a RoboCop. It doesn't matter about none of that, because if you were doing illegal activities, you shouldn't be an officer. Go be a criminal and do criminal things. Stop running around with a badge on and wanting to do criminal things with a badge on. It's just sickening. I thought y'all took an oath, and it's disturbing that a lot of people have to watch their back as they travel the streets because they don't know what might happen. They don't know if some cop might, do them in. I've had multiple friends, multiple people I known killed by cops, and it's sickening. It's crazy to hear the story. It's crazy to think that it could just be a misunderstanding and it goes wrong and you lose your life just because the cop couldn't understand what you were saying or how you were trying to communicate some stuff. So I'm about to show this video. I'm sorry I have to report on this type of stuff, but I think it's important that more people know what's going on in the world. And it's not for nobody to start a riot. It's just for people to understand that this type of stuff does happen. You got to be careful who you let in your house and what you're calling them for, making sure stuff is put up, making sure there's no loose knives or anything around or anything somebody might perceive as a threat. This shit is sad. It's sickening. And it happens too much for the cops to be so finely trained. It happens too much. So hope you guys send your prayers to Sonia and her family. And it just doesn't make any sense that you got to constantly see this type of stuff. So it is what it is, man. Silence acceptance, and we ain't having it.
I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your ID first, and then
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here,
find
grab
it.
your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
is it in that stack right there, maybe?
Okay. 1 second.
check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Alright. Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, bitch. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it.
God, fuck.
Drop the fucking pot!
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like we got Officer Sean Grayson deciding to shoot a woman over a pot of water. I know they train these officers so well. We pay a lot of tax money to keep these officers trained and ready to serve the community, taking oaths, and taking care of their family, and we constantly see these officers stepping out of line of their duty. They actually have protocol for everything. They take their job to the extreme sometimes, and when they're breaking laws like this, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Just because you have a badge on don't mean you get to break the law. And if you don't know the law, they have no problem doing you in because you don't know the law. And this is the cold part. It seems like he said, I'm on. Now, I look at this and I'm looking, I'll say, did he mean, is he on with the body cam? So it seems like Sean Grayson went in there without a body cam and maybe even planned on doing. I have no idea. There's plenty of more questions we need answered to get some clear understanding of how the hell this happened. This woman has boiling water, and she ends up dead on the floor after rebuking him in the name of Jesus. Um, I don't see any threat. You know why? Because when he actually pulled his pistol out and pointed at her, she put the pot up to her face, and he said, "Drop the pot." The pot was up to her face, so there's no more water in it. She's pouring the water out as they're talking. Now, if there was any boiling hot water that could have been a threat to him, for her to toss it, then she would have scolded her whole face and everything else when she put the pot to her face to protect herself from these gunshots that Officer Grayson decided to shoot. It's a sad day, and it should be a lot of prayers going out to her family, and it doesn't even make any sense for a woman to lose her life so senselessly by trained professionals that, we assume that can take the role and take it serious and actually, abide by the law, and take their training serious, after we pay all this tax money into training them, they just forget all the training and just go AWOL. But it is what it is, man. Silence acceptance, and we ain't having it. Like, comment, subscribe.